Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're kind of back. Let's see what the summary screen is. Why not? We get a nice recap at the start. Oh. Not much has happened. Okay. So what do we gotta do? Do it. I mean, I just want to have a lot of control of my video games. What a prick. Cooper Diane. Okay. I know what they're talking about. Is that an original is that an original game as a Twin Peaks reference? That's good. I hope so. Okay. Where we go? We just move. Forensics. Oh my god.
Yo, Doctor Sensei.
Dr. Sensei.
わしはビクトルじゃ。いつになったらちゃんと呼んでくれるんじゃ。
諦めた方がいい。エドは物覚えが悪いんだ。
お、誰じゃねその人は。ジョナサン、紹介するよ。BCP の鑑識を担当しているビクトル・ユルゲンス先生だ。
Victor Jurgens. We're getting heavy Snatcher
ジョナ
vibes
サン・イ
right
ングランだ。OLA で探偵をしている。
ほう、あんたがあの有名なイングラム飛行士？
It's me.
若い
I'm
頃、
glad somebody
あ
likes
ん
me.
たの火星有人飛行の中継をワクワクして見ていたよ。そうか。戻ってきたんじゃな、あんたのホームに。よろしくな。
You hear me clicking on multitasking during this. I'm saying that's getting picked up by the the mic. All right. Victor. Oh shit. Oh yeah, this takes place in 2040, right? Oh my god, that's too many autopsies. It needs to cool it. He got bored. It's like, what about what do they look like in space? Well, that's great. Dun, dun. This game's groovy so far. Again, like how Snatcher was groovy. What if Kojima just continued making like adventure games? I feel like that's essentially like what Metal Gear Solid kind of did, was just Metal Gear with fucking I was talking about AIDS with some of this stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, it changed. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that game came out, I think Death Stranding 2 came out a couple months ago, actually, yeah. Then he also has that Microsoft project, which no one knows anything about, but yeah. Like, as much as I like Death Stranding 2, I mean, not Death Stranding 2, as much as I like Death Stranding, like, it was for its weird gameplay and not much else. So, like,
ビクトル、
I personally have no like real interest in Death Stranding 2
なんじゃそれか
because like this
これもそうだがもう一つある
Kojima like
見せてね
even so you can look at like Snatcher, Metal Gear, and even this so far as kind of how you look at how you'd have to look at like Fist of the North Star, right? Fist of the North Star obviously takes fucking like Bruce Lee kung fu movies and mashes them with fucking Mad Max. But that was like the whole point of Fist of the North Star. So like Snatcher is just like Blade Runner combined with the Terminator. So like and this is gonna be Lethal Weapon combined with something. He wears his influences on his sleeves. And also another like if you ever have seen the movie fucking Under Siege, like you can tell that Kojima must have loved Under Siege because that movie is what Metal Gear Solid is. But yeah, I would have liked more stuff like this. Like some guys, like Kojima is definitely one of them. I think he personally did better work with some like of a leash going on because unleashed people go crazy. So, so the problem that we have with this and Snatcher is like you have to constantly click the same stuff and hope you get to the end of the okay, we might be done. Okay, let's click on it over here. There are always like neat like visual things and like how the Metal Gear Solid, not Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear cover, the original one is just Michael Biehn from Aliens, right? Or Terminator, the Terminator. Like just traced over, and how like some of the character art's like lifted from other like 80s movies. All right, move. Let's go shooting range.
すごい地球なまりだ
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 like is like 1.5 games, but because it's like because of that like a lot of the story happens in that 0.5, it makes it feel unfinished. Like I get why Konami probably did do the right thing in making him release the game, but they also should have just probably ended it after the Skullface thing and just had like some of those other levels as like bonus kind of, which is kind of what they are, but it, like ends up ending unsatisfyingly because like a lot of like the extra story beats in the second part. Like, maybe release them as like a expansion pack and see how that does, but it is what it is. It would have been a simple story ending at the end of like part 1, but it would have been a full story.
リフトガン
Instead, we get a bunch of stuff from the cutting room floor and stuff.
反動が抑えられている銃だ
And Death Stranding is like is literally him just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It's so weird. So yeah, some of it is very like emotionally like captivating, but a lot of it really is nonsense.
よく狙いがずれない
Like yeah, of course you're gonna get attached to the baby, but then again the whole thing about the babies is weird. And also it's strange that like just fucking how he used the model like the used Guillermo del Toro and Nicholas, what is his name, Refling as models in the game. Which I used to be big into movies, so those are people I recognize. Weird shit. It's very strange.
銃も実弾を使う。安全性の追求だけでは訓練にはならない。軍でも銃の訓練に VR を採用していないのと同じだ。ここでは撃てば現実に風穴が開く。見た目は少し古い感じを受けると思うが、そこいらのバーチャルリアリティとは違う。そこのインテリジェントターミナルで選択すれば作動する。
I need to. So Metal Gear Solid 2 is the one I actually haven't finished. I got to the end of it. I just need to beat the final boss. And but even so, Metal Gear Solid 2 is where they like say he goes off the rails, but like by like maybe 0.5% over like Snatcher and Metal Gear Solid. It's nowhere near the crazy shit that happens in 4, 5, and Death Stranding. Target mode. Yeah, it does. But like hell. Oh shit, I can't see. What do we get? 49. I mean, is it fine? Is it okay? But what I like about what Snatcher does and shit. Yeah, how Venom Snake is yeah. That was the neat part of the second act of Metal Gear Solid 5, because basically that's what ends up mattering in the story of Metal Gear Solid 5 is that it fixes a plot hole in the series, right? And that plot hole is how if Big Boss died in Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear 1. See, I fucking hate the name Metal Gear Solid. It should just be Metal Gear 3, right? But like it fixed like then. If he dies in 1, how does he keep showing up throughout the series? Well, that's answered in Metal Gear Solid 5. So, yeah, I mean, I like my Metal Gear games, except for 4. But I like some of 4. I like the online mode of 4. But that kind of shows, yeah, just him doing that, make a game, essentially it makes it feel like he made an entire game to fix the plot hole. That just shows you the depth of his madness. So that's something like someone like Spielberg would not give a shit. Which, honestly, good for Kojima in that regard. But it also hasn't prevented him from making other plot holes. It doesn't like get centered.
Reload.
This would be a lot easier with analog control because it would be smoother. The digital control doesn't help. Fuck off. There we go. I missed them.
Reload.
Just aim wherever. Man, you only get 1 point for like... Wow. That is fucked up. Oh, you shot him in the lung and not right in the heart. Fuck. Yeah, I get that, Mr. Ed. It's really hard to hit the green mode because of... That is what it is.
なかなかやるね、ジョナサン。僕が見本を見せてやろう。
デイブか。珍しいな。お前がここに来るとは。
Yeah, that's why, like, it's weird in 2. It's very strange in 2, but 4 doesn't help that at all. And then 4 kind of breaks the story because one way to kind of, like, read it is that Ocelot was faking being controlled by Liquid the whole time, which then means that there's like no real point to the story, because that would then mean that him and Naomi were working together the entire time, which then means why involve Snake at all? What's going on here? I'm not playing this. I don't know what's going on. But alternatively, then somehow Ocelot really was controlled by Liquid's arm, which doesn't make sense at all. Yeah. That really affects Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. It doesn't affect 1, 3, or even 5 at all. How this kid is doing. Okay. He sucks at this. But, you know, it is what it is. I still like a lot of 2, because 2 is pretty, fairly interesting game, all said and done. But, like, plus, it's the closest to fucking Metal Gear Solid, the first game, than any of the others. As 3 is even way different. Well, Metal Gear Portable Ops is also kind of similar. He's very good at hitting them in their painful points, man. This guy's a demon. The Fox Knight thing was weird too, because that essentially should have been, you know, handled after the first game. It was just kind of brought back in the 4th game to kill everybody off. Again. No, it was just weird. Metal Gear Solid, the 3rd, whatever. Metal Gear Solid 1, though, that's actually a pretty well constructed story also. What was the point of all that? Can we just leave?
Jonathan, 薬莢を拾っていけよ。リフトガンは薬莢が出ないんだ。苦情が殺到する。
なるほど。分かった。エドは訓練しないのか？
いいんだ。
どうして？お前の腕を久々に見てみたいな。
俺はうまくない。もう目が良くないんだ。
おかしなやつだな。
I know, like, he must really love the big boss character, but yeah,
ここが BCP を支える
issue.
AP 隊員の部屋だ。時
I know everybody likes fucking Metal Gear Solid 3, but that's continued on in Peace Walker. Just like basically Metal Gear Solid 4 also exists just to kill everybody from Metal Gear Solid 3 and retcons. It's terrible. Like all the retcons.
ゲイツ久しぶりだな。
ジョナサン
Done.
ジョナサンじゃないか。いつ
Oh, it's Gates.
ゲイツ BCP
Look, talking about Big Boss, right?
出世だな。
Speak of the devil. I
嬉しい
see
よ。
what they're doing.
みんなのおかげだ。私一人の力ではない。ジョナサン、あの事故の件は残念だった。あの鉛筆事故がなければ君がこの椅子に座っていたかもしれん。
その話は
He
やめて。
fucking loves this character design.
同じポリスノーツとして大歓迎するよ。どうだ、観光はまだか。
いや、観光で来たわけじゃない。
で、どうした？
実は
ジョナサン、
人を探している。名前は北条健三。ビヨンドの徳川製薬社員だ。
徳川。
3週間前にこのビヨンドから姿を消した。捜査を依頼に来た彼のワイフは地球で殺された。
穏やかではないな。本部長、
I kind of wish Meryl wasn't even in 4. I mean, I don't
徳川が
like
絡んでいるとなれば
4
こ
at
とは
all.
単純では済まない。悪いが。
I really don't. I really liked, so I like the gameplay of 4, but only in like the first 2 acts, and then after that it just goes completely on rails. There's this interesting gameplay idea in the first couple sections. When they showed all the trailers, and I really liked its multiplayer. Its multiplayer was so cool, but of course it didn't last that long. But there's so much about 4 I just
わかった。
don't like.
迷惑はかけない。
Like.
しかし久しぶりだな、まったく。
Dun, 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 dun. That doesn't surprise me. You can tell though that he did get some enthusiasm to make Peace Walker in 5. So I don't know what changed, but it was just weird. Oh shit. I mean, it is their biggest property. I kind of wonder what it would have been like if back then if they would have like had somebody else do it. Because Platinum showed that, hey, it can work. It would be different, but you know, even 4 was different. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's like the fucking Danganronpa V3 thing where you can tell that they don't want to make another one. And except for Danganronpa, that worked. They haven't made another one. Well, they made that board games thing that was part of a compilation of the other one, that include the other games, but yeah. God, this is making me want to play, really. So one of my favorite games, one of the reasons why the DS is my favorite console, is because I really, really, really like the Ace Attorney series. And just the vibes right now remind me of that. I feel like it could have worked if they had David Hayter play Naked Snake. and then had him kind of mimic Kiefer Sutherland's voice as Venom Snake is kind of like a surprise, like a, you know, like adds to the plot twist, right? But they didn't go for that. So because they would have still had, he still would have had like Kiefer Sutherland, you know, do all that voice work, right? But it would have been a cool little thing. It's like, huh? The Ahab sounds off. Venom sounds off. Good? We good? Where I go? Go outside. Damn. Alright, let's go to Vice. See, this is where the game is going to lock us in here until we figure stuff out. Meryl. That's actually, you know, that is... Right. Alright, let's go back to forensics. We have to cycle through this whole thing until we figure out. Alright. Damn it. Alright, lobby. Probably have to go to, I hope not the shooting range. I don't give a shit. If you... It's the man, it's the myth himself.
旅はどうだった？ポリスノーツさん。AP だったのか。
トニー・レッドウッドだ。AP の爆弾処理を担当してるが、エンプス乗りでは彼の右に出る者はいない。ミスター・ゴダードと呼ばれている。
宇宙酔いくらいで参るようじゃ、早くホームのママのところへ帰った方がいいぜ。ここはビヨンドだ。 あんたのような古いテレストリアルには厳しいところだ。俺はお前のようにゾンビみたいになるつもりはないがね。
ジョナサン、やめろ。相手にするな。
そうだエド。この次元装置の仕掛けわかるか？
なんだ、いきなり。
あんた、ホームで爆弾処理班にいたことがあるらしいな。
麻薬界入る前のことだ。
通常爆弾の設計者は解体されないようにいくつかの安全策を設ける。ここに赤と青のコードがあるだろう。最後のセーフティー装置だ。このどちらかを切断すれば解体できる。俺がセ
Any
ットした
bomb makers in chat, is that actually how they work?
危険の赤か安全の青か。レッドウッドのレッド。ドカーン。アウトだ。コロニーに穴が開いたぞ。攻撃的な人間が常に赤を好むとは限らない。答えは青だ。俺ならいつも青にする。
Okay.
ああ。覚えておく。
This guy's acting suspicious at all times. It'd be okay if it was a red herring, but again, Kojima and subtlety really aren't a thing. Yeah, not much has happened in at the beginning. I was just fucking with having issues with the controls of the shooting mechanics. Other than that, we've been just talking to people trying to make our escape.
Frozen はみんなだ。あれでノーマルらしい。
ノーマル？異常だぜ。
彼らは目に人工水晶体の眼内レンズを装着してるらしい。視力は常人の2倍はあるって聞いたが
な。あいつらが俺たちの子供かもしれんなんてな。
心配はいらん。少なくとも俺とジョナサンの精子は使われていないだろう。
だろうな。エドが遺伝的に優れてるなんて。
お前は宇宙恐怖症だしな。
それにしてもエド、奴に対しておかしくないか？
そうか？
奴と何かあるのか？
フローズナーとは合わないだけだ。
Damn. Alright, let's go back. Or let's approach the chief. Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy timing. I almost watched it. But I was like, what? I was getting ready for work. I saw he posted that. And I was like, oh, what bizarre timing. And another, like, somebody else that I follow is gonna start a Policenauts stream. It's just weird. It's the universe works in strange ways. Okay. So we need to talk to Redwood, maybe. Like literally so what caused me to boot up Diablo was because of Heretic. So maybe Heretic inspired other people to look at Diablo. My God, is it Metal Gear?
まずジョナサンから預かったカプセル剤じゃが。
What's he doing? Shit! My mic! Uh-oh.
ジョナサン、無駄足だったかもしれん。わざわざビヨンドまで来たようじゃが。4つのカプセルはどれも徳川製
So when I did the pilot disc, they explained like a lot of this shit. Like it was a huge like fucking encyclopedia of terms. So if anyone wants to see something interesting, just track down the Policenauts pilot disc. Well, and part of it, honestly, probably is the fact that we're not getting as many newer games, and a lot of the newer games simply aren't good. Like how many? Like open world Far Cry games were good, but we didn't need every game to be an open world Far Cry game. So this is like, for instance, there are people out there who only like Half-Life or Call of Duty style games and not, you know, Far Cry games. So, and are you telling me that they're going to be satisfied playing Call of Duty every year? No. And that's just microcosm. So then you have like older dungeon crawlers, especially Western ones. There's not like Diablo is it. Because Diablo 2 isn't even like Diablo 1, right? And these adventure games. So there's a lot. So as time goes on and like we get less and less good stuff, it's not like these games are going to cease existing despite the efforts of many a publisher.
4つの薬品の成分と化学組成の分析結果は数値も何もかも
I personally like Tribes 1 the most. I might do Tribes Vengeance one of these days.
さらにあまりよく知られてはおらんが
Like Tribes 2 was the first one I played, but for some reason I like the first one more. Just I guess the physics. But yeah, like they're like lost Tribes games, like Vengeance. There's a PS2 one, you know.
この白い部分のマークが徳川製薬性を示し、その
See,
横
this
の
is
数
cool.
字
This
が
is something
薬
like
性名を示し
that can't be emulated
これらの
nowadays,
カプセ
like
ルをこの規定に
through
従
modern
い
like
製
retro
剤識別
development.
コードの表示と
This
内
is
容
we're
が
seeing
一致
weird tech
つま
and
り
like
ごく普通に
what's the word?
大量流通
You know,
して
like
いる
Alpha
薬
Centauri used a lot of stock footage from like a documentary that they bought the rights to. We're seeing some of that here. That's something that you just don't see people do anymore.
一つ腑に落ちんことがこれを見てくれ
Yeah, I'd have to do it on Windows XP if I did Vengeance. Like, I'm not gonna. From when I played a Vengeance, it was just merely okay. But I think it'd be interesting. It's no SWAT 4. SWAT 4 is probably the best irrational game. SWAT 4, like I might be throwing BioShock under the bus, but that's because to me BioShock is basically like the gameplay is like a fixed version of System Shock 2, but it's not as interesting as System Shock 2. But SWAT 4 is really, really good. Like SWAT 4, like I talked about before, how disappointed I was with Ready or Not. Because you really just have SWAT 4. SWAT 4 is way better than SWAT 3. So there's talent at Irrational. I'm not gonna say there isn't, but I think they capped out at SWAT 4.
このカプセルは封入式でなくキャップ式を採
Oh,
用している。
Vegas?
キャップ式カプセルは
But yeah,
半
SWAT
世紀も
4
前に
is
使われ
more
なかった
hardcore than. Well, I don't want to say that. It's more hardcore than Rainbow Six Vegas, but it's more like on Rainbow Six 3 kind of level. Bit chunkier though. More FPS-y in some ways. I think it just has more modern controls than Rainbow Six 3 did.
ビクトル、歯の方はどうなんだ？
Like on this channel, I think I've done SWAT 3, and that stream was a disaster. But I've also done Police Police Quest SWAT. Yeah, and it's that game is a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's like a really hard version of Jagged Alliance.
これはホームから密輸したものだろう。
となると、王女は黒消
It's
しの
cool,
密
but
輸に
I wasn't. I was not prepared for that fucking game at all. It destroyed me. I think I had to play it twice on Demo Distress series.
この葉の断面図じゃ。普通ホームで育った植物からは必ず大気汚染物質が検出されるんじゃ。じゃがこの葉は綺麗なもんじ
Too
ゃ。
perfect, he said.
綺麗すぎる。
つまり地球外で栽培されたものということか。
さらに限定を裏付けるウイロイドの一種が検出された。
Yeah, as much as like I got the whole collection, and I kind of liked a bit of Police Quest, but yeah, it's
植物細胞内に感染して増殖する。
like there's a reason why like Trauma Center is like a fun version. Like some of that stuff is a bit too methodical in real life to be, where it ends up being a pain in the ass to do even in a video game form. It's like yeah. No, like Police Quest has a bit of nastiness to it.
それはわからん。
But yeah, like I still would say like at least Police Quest SWAT and the adventure games are kind of cool.
さっきの製剤コードと関係しているとは思えないか。
You know what I always wanted to play was a Deja Vu. I should see about playing Deja Vu sometime.
とにかく北条の失踪にはナークが絡んでる。そしてその舞台になっているのが徳川製薬。
ますます厄介だな。これまでにも徳川と麻薬の関係はささやかれていたんだが、上からの圧力もかかってうやむやになっている。数年前に本部長が AP を使って大々的に捜査を続けたが失敗に終わった。
それからか、ゲイツに根性がなくなったのは。
確証がつかめんことには手を出せん。ジョナサン、この件は思ったより根が深そうだ。下手すれば死人が増えることになる。
ともあれ、徳川製薬へ行ってみよう。
Making progress tonight.
北条の勤めている会社だ。何かわかるだろう。
徳川製薬なら案内しよう。ただし慎重に行こう、ジョナサン。他に質問は？
I better save. Yeah, I never beat Blade Runner. From what I remember, it was long too, but I might just been. I was taking my time through it. It did get a really crappy remaster, like last year or so, or a year or two ago. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. See, we have to keep clicking on the same thing multiple times. Alright. Finally! It took us 45 minutes to get out of the fucking police station. So this is gonna be a little bit slower than Snatcher. I mean, which is okay, but you know. Snatcher could have been snappier too. Let's go to Hojo's house. Why is that an option? Oh, okay, I see.
徳川系の社員情報は BCP のコンピュータからはアクセスできないんだ。徳川に関するあらゆるデータは企業秘密として法律で守られている。だから名簿にも載っていない。バカな。この時代に。
It's the year 2025. Okay, let's go.
ジョナサン、乗れよ。
何年ぶりかな。江戸の無茶な運転を体験するのは。
Kind of aesthetically pleasing the type is.
そんなにスピードは出ん。安心しろ。コンピューターのサポートシステムを搭載した知能カーだ。
ちょっとは安心だな。
Kojima predicted smart cars. What? Oh, he's taking off. Is that Redwood?
あれが最新のパトロールの方法だ。コロニー内をわずか数十分で巡回できる。
俺たちはまさに時代遅れだな。
さあ、俺たち流の捜査に出かけよう。
Dun, 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 dun. It's cool.
ジョナサン、タバコはダメだ。
禁煙者か。
コロニー内での喫煙は禁止なんだ。
このタバコは副流煙の出ないもの。肺がんになるのは俺だけです。
ここはホームとは違う。
Are we in space Singapore?
しかも肺を提供するドナーにもなれん。道徳的にも恥じる行為だ。
火はつけん。口に加えてるだけだ。
しかしいつからだ。昔は吸わなかったろ。
迷惑はかけん。
ここにしばらくいればやめられるさ。
そうかな。
そうさ。必ず吸わなくなる。そのうちな。
Was it like the remake? The eye patch is only for looks. Actually, like, his eye got damaged, but wasn't like popped out or anything. So, but yeah, I doubt that what would happen. He could still see that well out of that eye. That's funny. That's like a filming error kind of thing, or like that one. It happened in real life. There was like this military guy who had the scope on backwards on his gun.
ここは徳川製薬の研究開発ビルだ。関係者以外の立ち入りは禁止になっているんだ。悪いがお引き取り願おうか。
BCP のものだが、ここで働いている北条健三のことで話が聞きたい。
警察？なんだ BCP か。俺はここの警備兼受付を任されてる斉藤ってもんだ。で、どういう要件だ？
この研究所に北条健三という男が勤めてるはずだが。
ああ、確かに北条さんならうちの社員だ。何年も前からこの研究所で働いてる。俺なんかよりもずっと古いさ。
実は北条氏の捜索願いが出てるんだが。
捜索願い？そうか。それじゃあもうオープンなんだ。
ん？今なんて？
いや、会社の方から信用問題になるからしばらく様子を見るようにって言われてね。
マスコミに騒がれるとまたイメージダウンだからな。
ま、早い話がそういうこと。うちほどのグループになるといろいろと妬まれたりするから。
それで北条氏はいつから？
それがもう3週間にもなるかな。北条さん連絡もなしにぷっつりと来なくなったんだ。それでこっちも困ってるんだ。どうしていいものやら。家族の方からも問い合わせがあるし、会社からは口止めされてるしでね。
Does Kojima, like, just think cigarettes are cool, or is he a smoker? Did he predict anti-smoking propaganda? That was real big in the 90s, though. That's why smoking is so down. I know some people have theorized that that's, like, the anxiety med effect of nicotine is why, like, the use of anxiety meds has gone up as cigarette smoking has gone down, but I have not looked into that. That might just be unrelated, a coincidence. Like behind the scenes stuff? Yeah, they're probably strict about that, right? So yeah. Just go. Look, it's like animated. That's what's cool about this game is like a lot of it like is FMV still. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how smoking originally took off, but it's been around a long time. Right, it's a drug just like alcohol and stuff. Probably makes people feel good. I don't need to feel good. Feeling good is secondary to my existence. Yeah, just like heroin. So, oh man. Yeah, that's why I really wish, like, in between Snatcher, I know he made Metal Gear Solid 2, well, but Konami. I wish they had another. Tokamimi Memorial does not count, but I wish there was another Kojima-headed adventure game in between Snatcher and this, or shortly after this, because they are very, like, the presentation is top-notch. This is what, a lot of adventure games I feel should have been like. But what do I do? It's still the same problem. I actually hear, like, yeah, I hear about that. People starting those drugs like that late. Again, cigarettes, like, minor, but still, you know, it just doesn't. We just kind of, our body chemistry or whatever, makeup just changes so much when we get older. That's also why people who smoke pot, you know, as they get older, they switch from pot to meth. So, despite what they say about pot being not being a gateway drug, it kind of is. Alright, what do we do? How do I get out of here? But that's just what I've seen from personal experience. I don't have any like data to back that stuff up, but I've seen it happen a lot where, you know, pot gets replaced by like stuff that does more, like Oxycontin, meth, if they are rich, cocaine. Actually, cokeheads usually only do cocaine because, I mean, I don't know. Well, how do we get out of here? Okay. Can we leave now? Okay, we'll talk to him again. Oh, here we go. You have to click on so many times. That's the one weakness of this and Snatcher. New product. Ojo was a busy man. So busy he made moves on our woman within a week of our disappearance.
So 北条の研究室 DDS ルームの中を見せてもらいたいんだが、北条の足取りを。
Now we get a look.
頼む。何か手がかりがあるかもしれん。
あんたら無茶言うな。
無茶は承知だ。
こいつの言う通りにした方がいいぞ。かえって面倒になる。
待ってくれ。面倒はごめんだ。
悪いようにはしない。
参ったな。
参ったんなら入れてくれ。
DDS ルームだけなら構わないが、会社には内緒にしてく
We're
れ。
gonna find Hojo just standing there, and it's gonna be so awkward.
会社にバレたらここで働けなくなる。
大丈夫だ。約束する。
それじゃあロックを解除するから。さあ DDS ルームだ。北条さんがいなくなった時のままの状態だ。
Look, he's got a little 4x3 or 5x4 LCD monitor and a CRT, and 2 more CRT monitors. T gear. Oh, this one. takes place in 2040. Takes place in 2040. It's only a few years from now. It begins in 2013. Yeah. It begins in the year 2013, so like Kojima will likely live to see how much of stuff that his team predicted and how much they didn't.
Ah, それは北条さんが使ってたホワイトボードだよ。あの人几帳面だったからいつもそこに予定を書き込んでいたんだ。
これは北条の。
It's very the background music is very 90s adventure game.
確か北条が消息を絶った。
It sets the mood. It's repetitive, but not repetitive enough to be annoying.
この100の下は日本語か？
それはセットだ。
15日 K9 100セット
BCCH 何の略だ？
何これ？
うちが薬を卸してる病院さ。
この下の落書きは何だろう？なんかのマークかな？
猫の足跡みたいだな。ちょっと待った。K9100 セットだって。K9 ってまだ商品化されていないんだろう。どうして病院に100セットも？
新製品は許可が下りた時点で発売までの間にサンプルテストを行うんだよ。テストといっても副作用とかじゃなく二次的なデータを集めて生産や営業への参考にするためさ。
それで100セットっていうのは腑に落ちんな。
Dreamweb I played on Demo Distress. That was a game I was hoping was better than what I played. But then again, it might have just been a weird demo. Because it has a vibe, but at the same time, it's like it's kind of rough. At least the demo was. The O'Neill cylinder stands for Ed O'Neill, right? BC. Yeah, all that checks out. Was Dreamweb a Ubisoft game? So I remember when I played it, it was something about it threw me off that I wasn't expecting just from like the development standpoint. But yeah, it's a game that feels like my mic. It's a game that feels like it should be cooler than it is, but you know, it is what it is. It was British? I'm curious now. I'm gonna look this up. 1994. Oh yeah. Shit. Empire Interactive was the publisher. Shit, yeah, that's the old name. They did a lot of shovelware. I think we're leaving.
北条の足取りも分かったことだし、失礼しようか、ジョンさ
ん。いいか。くれぐれも会社には内緒にしてくれよ。俺が署内を案内したなんてな。
分かってる。助かったよ。
Yeah, I'm not finding much info on the actual developer. Somebody named Creative Reality. Or whatever. Let's not worry about Dreamweb. Dreamweb is interesting, but yeah, it has its issues. Hojo's house.
いいか、ジョナサン。北条家へ向かうぞ。
北条の家か。
どうした、ジョナサン。
気が進まない。触れてはいけないのかもしれない。
Red Dead Redemption's ending is kick ass though.
もう片足を
Like the actual ending of it with Jack. It's awesome.
は通れん。
分かってる。北条家。ロレインの家。
Look at this. Even the transition scenes are a mood. This game's a mood and a half. It's a moody game. I think we'll see what happens here at Hojo's house.
ここが北
I'll
条家
be
ら
it
し
for
い。
this stream, so
ここにロレイ
unless
ン
it takes 2 hours to do
娘の彼が
Hojo's house.
彼女に話を聞こう。ジョナサン、娘のカレンは BBC の人気キャスターだ。
The
カレン
BBC?
北条。聞いたことがあるだろ。
Oh, the Beyond
Lorraine,
Broadcasting
そんなこと言って
Station
たな。
Company or something?
彼女はロレインの生き写しだ。
ロレインの娘か。
いいな、ジョナサン。30年も
They
経って
did. It was called Under Siege.
前にとっては3年前のことに思えるかもしれんが。
Under Siege is very Metal Gear-y. It's very Metal Gear-y.
BCP のものです。ちょっとお話を伺いたいのですが。
She's gonna run for it.
セキュリティを解除しますから ID をカメラに向けてください。
こうかな。
ロレインカレンさん。
ええ、カレン北条です。あなたはジョナサン・イングラム。あなたイングラムね。
ああ、そうだが。
帰って。どうして私たちの家族につきまとうの？これ以
It's
上
gonna be
私たちを
some
苦し
old
めな
boy
いで。
shit.
お願いよ。
カレンさん、そんな気はない。俺はただ地球でロレインに君の母親に頼まれたんだ。父親を探し出してほしいって。
その母さんもあなたに会いに行ったばっかりに。
She blew herself.
どうして父や母が。どうしてなの？あなたよ、ジョナサン・イングラム。いつもあなたが原因よ。あなたが母を殺したも同然よ。付きまとうのはやめてください。父は私が探します。帰ってください。
カレンさん、あなたはジョナサンを誤解してる。
あなたは？
私は BCP の風紀家のエド・ブラウン。ジョナサン同様、君の母さんの古い友人だ。ジョナサンがロレインや君たちを苦しめるなんてとんでもない。
But would he want to accidentally hurt him?
こいつのロレインへの気持ちは誰よりも知っている。
知ってるわ。母さんもあなたのことをずっと思ってた。母は父にいくら言わ
Again,
れて
the
も
time frame is literally
い
like
つも持ち歩いていたもの。
less than 3 months. She got knocked up after he disappeared.
母さんは忘れなければならなかった。
She didn't wait at all to.
その頃母は喧嘩が絶えなかったわ。私はそんな二人を見て育ったのよ。幼い頃から。ジョナサン・イング
Again,
ラムを恨みながら
unless she ends up being Jonathan's daughter, which I doubt, that would make the time frame make more sense. but
カレンさん、君の気持ちはよくわかる。だが、ジョナサンを恨むのは間違っている。こいつはつい3年前まで宇宙をさまよっていたんだ。
カレンさん、聞いてくれ。君も君の父さんも大変な事件に巻き込まれてるかもしれない。俺は君たちを助けたい。君たちの力になりたい。
カレンさん、どうか分かってくれ。
分かったわ。うるさくされると迷惑だから。
Yeah, the time frame doesn't make sense for that either, right? So yeah, she instantaneously was like, fuck it. Hopping on that Hojo dick. She was lonely. You shouldn't judge. Alright. Actually, I think I will end stream there. We will return to this maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully later this week, though, for sure. But yeah, we will continue our police. I almost said squad. Police squad. We'll continue our police squad adventures later. We'll just with Liam Neeson now. But yeah, we'll continue Police Quest later. Peace out, everyone.